Activate.
All right, everybody, welcome to This Pink Cloud. Hey. We are a show that is all about multiple pathways to recovery. Any pathway you choose. I am DJ Kelly Reverb. Yay. I remembered to say my name.
I remember to say my name.
I said my name this time.
I said my name, Todd.
And that vocally challenged fellow you hear over there. Oh, well, first off, would you like to tell them what to do, Chad?
Tell who what to do.
Subscribe, all that.
Hey, man. So we got some extra subscribers this last month, and I told y'all I was gonna cut my leg off if you did it. So I'm just here to prove right here, brother.
You did
There
it,
you
man.
go, guys. I cut my leg off, and then you guys subscribe. So if y'all want to see some more cool shit, hit that smash that like button like you're smashing a toilet after a Taco Bell night. Hell yeah, brother.
Smash that like button, and I'll pull my hair out.
Yeah, that was the first like challenge, and you guys did it, so I ain't got no hair left. Hell yeah.
All right.
But
hey,
hello. Hey, I'm Chad. I do a podcast on recovery, and my name tag's still up. And then Kelly's switching the name. Now you're Chad.
Now I'm Chad.
And I'm a hell yeah advocate.
Oh, nice.
Now.
Okay.
So I didn't change the name tag. It was already there.
All right.
I didn't do that.
Well, let's not freak our guest out any more than she is.
She's
freaked
fine.
out.
She sees me all the time, dude.
It is impossible. We could drop trow.
I am
and
unfazed.
She would be unfazed.
Totally unfazed.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited to have this young lady back. We ran out of time on a bunch of cool stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Katie Scott. Yay! we both
Kelly's
did it
name
at the
tag
same
up for a
time.
second because it starts with a K. But now it says Katie Scott.
It's okay.
Well, there
Hell
we
yeah,
go.
dude.
I can role play, Kelly.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, I'm okay with
All
that.
you have to do is
right.
be a complete dingus all the time.
He's already wearing
All you got to do is be an asshole.
Bro, he's already wearing a Cure shirt, so he's halfway there to dressing like me. So.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm doing a little cosplay today. Yeah.
Little Katie cosplay.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna go LARP.
Hey,
after this,
can you put blue lights on me?
No,
So it's
beam me up.
But so God, there was stuff that we missed last time, but let's recap for the people that didn't see the other episode. You had a glorious pass of drug
Toilet ice.
toilet ice,
Toilet ice. I think
and toxic relationships.
I think I basically just trauma dumped on y'all last time.
And that's okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
A bunch of that stuff I never put into the ether, and so it's out there, and I feel good about it.
Do you feel better?
I feel better because, there were just some things that I'd never spoken.
Right.
I mean, except to, like my partner and things like that. But I don't know. I'm not ashamed of anything I've done. There are things that I would not do again.
dude.
But
You
it's
live
all,
and you learn.
As Alanis Morissette says, you live, you learn, and I have, and I will never do those things again. But I can talk to other people about it.
There we
So
go.
that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Wasn't she a Greek philosopher?
I saw her last week, and it was amazing.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
did
that's
you?
dope,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, nice.
Joan Jett opened for her.
Oh, okay.
It was great.
And
Although
was
her-
she here to remind you?
She did. She reminded us. And Joan Jett, her keyboardist looked like he had one foot in the grave.
Oh, yeah.
But he was there. He was there.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
But Joan Jett looked amazing.
That's
Right.
what's
Yeah, really impressive.
Well,
She's a badass.
Yeah.
No, don't.
No.
Why is it women? Do you want to go there?
No,
Dude, look
no,
at Madonna,
we were
Look at
talking.
Madonna, dude.
Okay,
But we
Madonna,
were-
Jesus
obvious,
Christ.
but Joan Jett.
I love Madonna,
she
but
is-
oh my God, her face.
Her and I were talking about Steven Tyler on the
We
elevator.
were.
On the elevator ride up, how he looked like somebody's grandma.
He looks like Madonna, dude.
No, and if he throws another scarf on,
Yep.
that he thinks
It
it's
just-
going to cover it
it
up,
just distracts.
like his turkey neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. The facial reconstruction age, dude, is upon us.
Yes.
And it is bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So
I have pledged to just age. I'm not going to have anything done.
If it happens gracefully, sure, whatever. I don't care.
I feel fine. I feel good about myself. I use
Hell
use
yeah.
my serums and shit.
Right.
And
Shout out Serum.
And
Shout out to Serums.
Oh, hold on. But we got to shout out the lip gloss. Look at that. Fresh.
The very little
so fresh and so clean.
makeup
Hell yeah,
situation that I do.
All right. So you had a horrible boyfriend.
Husband.
A husband.
No, I went full in.
Full in.
Full
Okay,
in.
you committed.
Red flags everywhere. Went full
Right.
in.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so recap just a little bit, and then we'll talk, because I want to talk about the record store,
Okay.
how that happened,
Okay.
and then also the book,
Yes.
and then also
Like more forward thinking things.
Yeah.
Like let's move forward.
Exactly.
But, yeah, because past is in the past. But I had not the best moments in life. I made some poor choices. My 20s were pretty much a shit show. Bad marriage, abusive relationship, drugs, alcohol, toilet ice. Toilet ice was before the marriage. That was just me.
that was the lead up.
That was the spiraling into the.
He left.
This is
that
what
would have
I-
been funny if he would have left like a ring on the back of the toilet with some ice.
With
next
some
to it.
ice. How romantic.
Hey, will you marry me?
Yeah.
Hiya.
Do you want to stay up all night and play Bejeweled?
Exactly.
What I was doing.
Right. Well, so if they want to see the full story, they can go back.
Go back and watch my trauma dump, and then you can catch up.
and
catch up here.
the episode is called Chin Spanks and Toilet Ice.
Yeah, dude.
It
Shin
is.
spanks.
is great. I have a traumatic brain injury out of all this too, not drug related, but just along the way, just
I didn't know that.
No,
Yeah,
you
we
didn't
talked
say
about
that.
that.
Oh, okay.
The stroke.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I talked about the stroke, right?
Yeah.
I died. Yeah.
You died?
So, yeah.
So did you have an experience,
Yeah,
a full
I
on?
left. I
Yeah.
left.
So what was that experience like?
I can remember it all. Like
You can?
100%. Yeah.
Well, do tell.
Yeah,
I am
it's-
huge. I am
Are you
huge
into the out-of-body
into the,
That'd be so
into
funny.
the NDEs.
That'd be
Yes.
so funny if she was like, I can remember it all, but I'm not allowed to talk about it with you.
That's right.
They told me not.
The
to say
Lord
that.
told me not to talk about it.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
let's hear it.
I didn't get to meet anybody like
Okay.
that. Of
You didn't meet
that-
to Richard Gere?
I didn't meet Richard Gere. I didn't meet Jesus.
Okay, well, Richard Gere is
He's
alive.
still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
but-
but that gerbil or whatever.
What? Oh, Jesus.
We're not going into 90s urban legends.
Chad just wants to talk about ass
Chad
play
just
so
wants to
bad,
talk about
dude.
gerbils.
So
Gerbils, dude.
It
I like
is what
gerbils.
it is.
Okay, so anyways, well, so I shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Well, so going into it, I knew that I was about to die. There's a feeling that I got at least.
Okay.
It just kind of
Now, so from head trauma, was it a car accident or what?
No, I had a stroke. I had a
okay.
subarachnoid hemorrhage the week after I had my son, my last kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That I
Okay.
biologically birthed.
Oh, okay.
So exactly a week after I was in the hospital, I had myself put back in. That's a whole other conversation of how they dumb down your complaints, especially as a female.
Right.
They're like, oh, you're just having post-birth problems.
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
was fucking dying. But
Right.
anyways,
Yeah.
but I stood my ground. I had myself readmitted. I knew something was wrong. And then I woke up. So I think I told you all this. I watched Mystic River the night before in the hospital. I swear I told you all this. And then I woke up blind in one eye.
No.
I didn't tell you all this?
No.
I don't remember about the blind one eye part. I
Yeah.
remember you said something about a stroke.
Yeah. So I woke
So-
up blind in one eye.
Right.
So I can't watch Mystic River anymore, like ever. It's a one and done anyways. It's kind of a requiem for a dream, right? Like it's a one and done. But anyways, I have a very bad connotation associated with that.
Okay.
But I'm rambling. So I woke up blind in one eye. All you could see was strobes in here, the worst pain of my life. And I knew it was like fatal. It was not.
Right. It was going down.
It was going
It
down.
was going down,
And my
and-
OB came in and he was like, I think something's wrong. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
And,
think.
mind you, this is in Longview, Texas. I'm
Hell
representing with my shirt today.
Shout
and then
out.
finally, like they were giving me like migraine medicine and stuff. I'm like, this is not a migraine. And so finally they had a neurologist come in and she did the same thing. She's like, I think we should get a brain scan. I'm like, oh, God damn it. Is this what medical school does for you?
Right.
Fuck. So anyway, I remember this lovely aide named Buster. He was a really nice man.
All
Rolled me
right.
down, and I remember passing my OB in the hallway. And on
Right.
the way, I was like, I had the shroud of death over me. I knew I was dying, and I told my mom, I'm about to die. Please let me talk to my shitbag husband.
Right.
And I told him, please let my parents keep the kids.
Okay.
Because I'm about to die. And he's like, you're not going to die. I was like, I'm literally about to die.
Right.
I knew it.
Sure.
And he promised he would let my parents keep my boys.
Okay.
And that's when I just kind of let it go. And I knew. And so I passed my OB going to get my MRI. And he's like, give me a thumbs up. I'm like, I'm fucking dying.
Right.
Like high-fiving me on like death walk.
Right.
And then
dead man walking.
dead woman rolling.
Yeah, right.
So poor Buster is just standing there behind me chatting, and I'm like, dissolving. And I have epilepsy, and so I knew what a seizure felt like.
Oh, yeah.
And so right before it happened, I could feel it. And so I remember standing up in the waiting room for the MRI, and I just looked at it was full. It was packed.
Right.
A show, right? And I told the lady at the desk, I was like, I'm about to have a seizure. And she just kind of like slow-mo looked at me. I was like, I'm about to have a seizure. And I just like, everything stopped.
Wow.
And I felt everything just stop working. And it wasn't a normal seizure. It wasn't like an epileptic seizure. It was like severe, like just convulsions.
Right.
And I
now,
can remember
excuse
it.
my ignorance. So the grand mal seizure, is that what they would consider?
So a grand mal, so I lose consciousness whenever I would have a grand mal seizure. With this, I remember everything.
Oh, wow.
Which is worse. I would rather black out and not know what's happening to my body. And so it did like that. You know how in movies they show like pinhole, like this little pinhole. That's literally what happened. And it went into a pinhole, and I could hear everybody screaming. And like they laid me down, and I could see feet moving in front of my little
Buster
pinholes.
doing?
Buster was on the walkie-talkie.
All right.
He was calling for backup.
All right.
Buster.
And at
Shout
this
out
point-
Buster, dude.
Shout out to Buster.
Right.
Shout out to
man.
Buster,
Yeah,
dude. What up,
back in
air
the
horn,
locker.
dude?
And I felt every organ just kind of like freeze up, and the last thing was like my lungs, and just this last awful sound of my air leaving my body, and that was the last thing I remember in body there, and then I came out of my body.
Okay.
And so I went to like the atrium of the building, and it was just this really bizarre. I could see the entire building, like through the walls and everything. So I could see my dad over in like the
waiting room,
the hospital room that I had been rolled from.
Okay.
And then I can see my OB running, and then I can see them loading me on a gurney.
I love it that the whole time your doctor is your gynecologist.
Not a shout out to that guy. I'm not going to name his name.
Yeah, no shout out to shout out
Is there
to.
a womp womp for that?
There
Yeah,
is,
man, hold on,
actually.
man. What up, vagina doctor? Hell yeah.
But it's basically Bill Cosby.
Yeah, it's just cosplaying as OB.
You're right.
Because I knew more what was going on than that guy did.
Right.
So,
I
anyways.
concur that there's something wrong with her.
Yeah. I think there might be something wrong with your brain. Yeah.
Why don't we take you to the lobby so you can drop dead?
Yeah, so you can just die there. So anyway, yeah, I had the out of body.
Okay, so explain it. Like,
So-
so after that, you see the whole
So I'm
atrium. You see
seeing-
Dad.
Yeah, I see Dad, and he's got his head and his like this, and then I see my body get loaded onto the gurney and start getting rolled, through the alleyway, and then it gets put into the elevator.
And it goes straight to the dumpster. No, I'm just kidding.
No, and then it's like, it's like Pink Floyd, just like they turned me into ground beef.
I like that.
That is a
reference.
deep cut.
That
Somebody
was.
has to know what I'm talking. Somebody has to know what I'm talking about there.
I do. I got you.
So anyway, I came back into my body in the elevator. Like it's almost like the doors close, and then like it's like quantum leaping back into your body. But I'm screaming, and freaking douchebag doctor's right here, and my mom is right here.
Okay.
And she's just like, and I'm screaming, "Mommy!" And I've never called my mom mommy in my life. I'm not a look at me.
Yeah.
I'm not a mommy kind of girl.
Yeah, sure.
No. But I was screaming mommy because your body just does stuff. Like you just go into this, I guess, just manic, like baby mode, just like feral. And I was just screaming, and they gave me some kind of medicine there, knocked me out. I woke up screaming in the like CT machine again. They gave me medicine again, and then I woke up in ICU.
Wow. So okay.
Hell
So like on that,
Hell
like
yeah,
when
ICU.
Been there,
What's
done
up?
that, bro.
The ICU nurse.
Shout
Shout out to the
ICU.
ICU nurse. I'm still friends with her to this day. I met a really nice lady in the ICU.
Well, that's cool.
And they loved coming to my room because I was the only person like under like 70 in ICU at that point. And American Idol was really popular then, and so they were coming in and would watch American Idol in my room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just Wheel of Fortune.
Instead of, there's nothing wrong with Wheel of
Right.
Fortune.
Oh, no. Hey, I love Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, but like when you left your body and you were overseeing the atrium and everything, was there anything that you could go, hey, did you tell anybody? Did you go to your dad and go, hey, I saw you?
I did. Obviously, after like I'm back in body, I didn't go and like visit him. I was just kind of a floating figure up there.
And so you just did that, but it was just briefly.
So
there was no afterlife, so to speak.
No, I didn't get to cross. I didn't cross over. I didn't go anywhere. But I was at peace. I will say that. So going into it, when I told you, I kind of felt like the shroud of death. It's just, it's just that's all I can say. It feels like is this. You're kind of weighted down, and I just came to this acceptance once he said that my parents could keep the kids, and at that point I was going to church. My pastor, I'd asked for him to show up. He like said a little prayer as I'm getting rolled out. I'm like, I'm at peace. I'm done. This is my time. I was accepting it. Right.
Okay. So then I guess after that, then they I guess fixed you somehow, or what was the after effects of the stroke?
I had to get transferred. So I was in ICU for a month. I got transferred up to a Dallas hospital that specializes with strokes. Okay. So I was in that one for a week. I was in the Longview one for a few weeks. But luckily my mom is rabid, and she was not going to let them do any kind of brain anything in Longview.
Probably a good idea.
And luckily I already had epilepsy, so my neurologist up here had me transferred to the specialist hospital, and it's a UT Southwestern, so it's like a learning hospital. So this like gaggle of like people in white coats would come by. I could only get visits I think twice a day for 15 minutes from outsiders. Otherwise it was the gaggle, and they would come in and they would do these like, I know.
Check that.
Do you concur? I concur. Do you concur?
It's your turn, Betsy. Go ask her the questions. Do the checklist. And
we're in concurrence.
It was all a bunch of interns or something.
It's medical school and everything.
It was wild because it was like a 2-to-1 ratio for the nurses there too. So it was just like the nurse and me, and bless him, the person next to me was not doing as well as I was. I was in poor shape, but he was screaming a lot, and so
old school UT Southwest.
TBIs like neurological trauma does all kinds of things. So there was a point where I remember my dad came in to visit, and the gaggle came in to do like the hourly check on me, and they'd asked me to count back from 10 to 1, and I started with 10, and then I just couldn't talk anymore, and I lost my speech. And that was terrifying. And that was probably the most scared I've ever seen my dad. He's an engineer. We're a very stoic family. My parents are very stoic and don't show a lot of, chaotic emotion or anything. That all went to me. And that was scary. I lost like movement in my arms for a while on the right side. Just stuff
but
like
then
that.
It all eventually came back.
It was a several month process. I had to live with my parents for a few weeks. My mom had to like bathe me.
And you basically had a newborn at that time.
And so my dad took care of my baby while my mom basically took care of me. And my douchebag piece of shit was sort of watching our, 3-year-old.
Yeah, man, fuck that guy.
But we took, like, the 3-year-old came to stay with us, and whatever.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, we're glad you're not dead.
I'm not dead.
Yeah.
But so something happens when you die. Your spirit goes somewhere. So I do believe believe in spirit.
Right.
I don't know, all the other goings-ons, like. Sure. I do believe that.
Well, I mean, I took a deep dive on that, after my mother passed away. I started looking into that. I mean, because you ask questions, what's after this and all that stuff. And it seems like, there's a reoccurring theme that happens after everything is dead. You know what I mean? It's not like hallucinations of the dying brain. The dying brain is dead. And this is like, 45 minutes after somebody's, dead. So, yeah. So I validate what you said.
Yeah. So I do like to think that, like, if I die, I'm just gonna float around. Maybe I'll come to you and just say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You'll feel a little tickle on your beard.
Hell yeah. My chin spanks, dude.
Your chin.
By the way, shout out beard, dude. What's up?
Look at that.
Hell yeah. Look at that thing, dude.
So there's that.
Okay.
And then, so what else did we have? Well, I mean, obviously, do you want to go music store or do you want to go book?
Let's go music store right now.
Okay.
Let's go. Well, both my stores I would actually like to talk about because both stores are a big part of my life and my recovery.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
have them both in your name tag. So what's up?
There we go.
Yeah, man.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
Hey, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
hell
brother.
yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah,
Let's just
brother.
take a second and I'll say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you have, tell people
So I have
what
the,
you have.
the Groovy Coop I opened in 2015, and then I opened Red Zeppelin Records.
That was the first one.
Yeah, so I opened that in 2015, and the records were actually in it. So I was a multifaceted store. I had been
Okay.
been
So
into
did you
clothing.
buy it from somebody, or
No.
was it just
No,
like,
it was just
okay,
me.
yeah,
It was just
and
me.
you were
I
like,
kind of hit like a point where I didn't
you needed
enjoy
something to do?
life.
Right.
Yeah, and that is something that goes along with, maybe past trauma and then almost dying is why the fuck not?
Right.
So I live a very much why the fuck not kind of life. Like,
Right.
why not just try it?
Right.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
That's exactly how I am without the almost dying
but
part.
I mean, it will inspire you.
I say I'm
what's
just,
the worst that's going to happen?
I'm just dumb enough to try it.
the
You know
shroud
what I
of death?
mean? Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Right.
Hell, man, I'll try anything once, maybe 3 times if I didn't do
Well,
it right the first two.
I think
You
we're
know
all
what I
here
mean?
because we've tried some things.
Hell yeah.
Maybe
Right.
a few times too many.
Sure.
So so Groovy Coop opened in 2015, and that was kind of
And that's McKinney, right?
that's in McKinney.
Downtown
And so
McKinney.
they're both in downtown McKinney, right around the corner. I kind of have the corner over
Nice.
there of
With
yeah.
a secret passageway in the
Wait.
back.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to get the secret passageway, but Groovy Coop has changed over time. Along
You
with,
say
with
it's
me.
you said the analogy. It's the Truman Show there
It
in
is.
downtown McKinney.
Downtown McKinney is beautiful
Yeah.
and cinematic.
Yeah.
And I hear I literally do hear music because they have it coming out of speakers. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes I'm wondering who's running the music on the speakers because sometimes it's literally like Scorpions playing,
Right.
and then it'll be like Lionel Richie. So it's you never know what's
If it was
what's
me,
happening.
it would be like 9 Inch Nails, dude.
That would
Right.
be amazing. The coolest I think I've ever heard is like New Order or something.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, you walk down the street. I walk down the street and people wave at you.
Lights fall out of the sky and stuff.
We do have lights in the street, which are
Yeah.
beautiful. But I mean, you come down there. But I go and get my coffee every day, and
Right.
it's very repetitive, and I do like that. I do like the structure of it. I
Sure.
do like the hominess of it, the quaintness of it. We are getting bigger and more populated, but it still has that kind of homey feel, which
Sure.
I like. I couldn't-
Small town.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the
Small
giant
town. Small town charm.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And
With
Small
enough
town charm.
with enough
The
people to
small
keep you in
town
business.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, and so when I open
Chad thinks he's hilarious.
Oh,
'cause
dude,
he's
just
a-
the way you said it, dude. It's just the way you said it.
Small town charm.
Small town charm. Small town charm.
Okay.
You good?
Small.
Get it out, Chad.
Get it all out right now, Chad.
Small town charm.
That's what it was like. That's what
happened-
you sounded like.
That's what happened to Chad.
That's
when
what happened in my
when
head,
he
dude.
had his stroke. Dude, he just started screaming "small town
Small
charm."
town charm and hell yeah.
Small
over and
town
over
charm.
again.
Hell yeah. Small town charm.
Or he gets stuck just talking like Hulk Hogan.
Hey, brother. That's okay. I hear that all the
I
time.
know, I hear it too.
yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
So Groovy Coop was the first one I opened.
And you opened it with clothing and records.
it was very
just a
different.
Okay.
It was like my brain just exploding into a store at that
All right.
time.
I
And
bought
so-
OK Computer from there when I was still in my active addiction.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a
Before the
great
Red
album.
Zeppelin was open. Yeah.
Great album.
We're very proud of you, Chad.
I didn't want to talk to you. I was talking to her.
So now it's transformed into a really beautiful, good vibe, happy place
Mm-hmm.
where everybody's welcome. We kind of represent everyone there, and I'm very proud of that store.
Okay.
And then I was able to open Red Zeppelin Records in 2020.
Okay.
So like the world was kind of shutting down, but we kind of looked out and the space came open, and we had been waiting for a place to expand and open a separate record store because
Right.
we needed it.
Well,
And I always wanted that.
at Groovy Coop was the music the most popular, or
No, it was. So you do the math, you crunch numbers, you figure out what is making
What actually
everything's-
keeps the doors
everything's-
open?
Everything's real estate, right?
Yeah.
And so I figured out that I could make that its own store and it would be viable.
Okay.
Like it was a viable store by itself.
Well, what was the main selling factor
Of what?
of Groovy Coop? Like, what was?
So Groovy Coop was just very eclectic,
Yeah.
and so anybody could come in and just like vibe with
But
something.
was it like clothing or was it?
It was
like what?
so like half of it at that point was kind of vintage, and then we just had really like quirky retro gifts.
Okay.
Like funky gifts.
Sure.
And
so
socks that with cuss words and stuff.
we still have those.
Hell yeah.
Right.
So I've always had the cuss word socks, and I've always had the queer items.
Right.
So from the get go, that's been going on.
And you got
Right.
pushback from.
Yeah, we can talk about that. in a
Oh
second.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I opened the record store, that let me really delve into all the things that bring me joy, and I wanted to bring those things to the
Right.
community because there was space for it. I could see. I mean, at that point, I've been there 5 years. I'm now 9 years old, and I've seen such a change. I see who's there. I see. You
Well,
know,
I have a question. So, how did you like? I mean, not everybody can just go, "Oh, okay, I can afford to open a store in McKinney." You know, like I mean,
Yeah.
how does that go down? Like, do you secure financing from your parents, or did you have the money saved, or how did it go down?
So we are very, very fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of downtown McKinney is owned by particular people. Both my buildings are not owned by those people. And so I have 2 independent owners who actually care about what go into it.
Right.
And then also they allow me to be me. I don't know if you even people think about this, but
Oh yeah, dude. Like who? Yeah, who
There-
let the weird girl move in next to the Starbucks?
Yeah, like obviously it wasn't,
Right.
that guy. But there are some landlords that won't allow certain things in their buildings. you
Yeah.
know? And so like the LGBT stuff wouldn't be allowed
Right.
or, whatever. Like I carry weed paraphernalia.
Right.
Like that they wouldn't vibe with that.
Sure.
So I am very fortunate that I have 2 wonderful totally separate landlords,
Yeah,
not
and
the same
that's
people.
crazy. Yeah.
But one of them, so the Groovy Coop, the people have owned it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have a gallery in it, and so they have like personal investment. They
Gotcha.
they just want somebody to thrive there and bring something to the community.
Right, and they like the artsy aspect, so
Yeah.
it's not like it was a huge moneymaker.
And they're
or
lovely
something.
people. And
Yeah.
so to answer your question, they helped me through COVID.
Okay.
They helped us with rent
That's
through
cool.
COVID. And so
Right.
that kind of gave us the ability to start the other store during
Ah.
COVID. So while a lot of people, we were still struggling, it wasn't
Sure.
easy, but we were fortunate to be able to have that ability during
Right.
such a difficult time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's kind of, and any kind of form of media is not that hard of a startup.
Right.
Like, so you're opening a bookstore, you just buy a shit ton of books. So with the
Mm-hmm.
record store, we already had records from the other store.
Right.
So we already had a fair
So
amount
you
of
already had some
inventory.
inventory.
All I had to do was beef it up
Right.
and then decorate.
Right.
So it wasn't as big of a buy-in as like from just starting from scratch.
Right. Like, yeah, I mean, you would think, man, dude, that's a lot of inventory, but I guess, you can probably start small and just add to
mind
it
you,
as
when
it goes.
when I started, the record store was only half of the store. What it
Oh,
is now.
okay.
So I only had the left side, which is tiny. It was literally a hole in the wall.
Right.
So the side that has the mural, that's the original side. And then at the end of my very first year, we got to take over the right side,
Mm-hmm.
and we knocked down a little wall, and now it's the space that it is now.
And then you have a little corner where you stick Chad.
No, I stand, dude. People think that I work there and I'm fucking checking them out.
If you're
Oh,
behind
when
the,
you're
if you're
doing-
Because I'm behind the counter.
He's behind the counter.
Well-
using their screen that they normally do
Yeah.
checkouts
Well,
on. So
I mean,
people come up to me during the
explain-
show and they're
yeah.
like, "Hey, man, you know where I can?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Explain the
shut
f-
up, dude. Go over there." dude."
Where's the
explain the-
Elvis Presley?
Yeah,
Explain
hey,
the-
Ask this lady.
do you know where
But
Waylon Jennings is?
Explain the fact why you're there on Sunday.
Do you have any
sometimes.
Olivia Newton-John?
Do you have any Olivia Newton-John? No, but you're there on Sundays because you do
Saturdays.
Saturdays sometimes because they do badass shows.
Bands.
And,
Okay.
the shows are free.
Right.
Free. They're free. They don't cost shit.
Sometimes.
Well,
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes. Well, the last ones we did were free or whatever.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and then if they're not
At
free,
the,
then
most,
they're
at, the
super
most,
cheap.
at the most, they're $10.
Yeah, dude.
And all that money goes to the acts. So we don't keep any of the money for the acts. The money goes partially a little bit to Chad.
I almost thought you
And-
said the money goes to the ex.
No,
And
not
I was
the
like,
ex.
So fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. He
Fuck
doesn't get
that guy.
anything.
Right.
You lose.
Yeah.
No.
Lose.
No, the acts get everything.
You're right.
And they've got
Okay.
some gnarly people that come in there, dude. Some
Gnarly,
people,
bro.
Yeah, there's like, we got that. I've got several of their information or whatever. So some possible future workings with. But there's some people that come, like this kid came in there the last time with just a guitar and one pedal that somebody else let him use.
Yeah.
That last show, that
Kelvin?
last night. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
And just like sat there, and you wouldn't believe the stuff that came out of this dude's, like, it was also absolutely unreal.
So the beautiful thing about that is, so that's for Texas Music Revolution.
Right.
And
and I love that you give people a space to do that, because they're really
and also
few and far between.
What people associate Texas music as. And so with Texas music, they automatically think, red dirt, or, talking about beer and whatever.
Cowboy hats.
Yeah, sitting in a pasture.
Right.
Whatever. No, so we play all kinds of music there. And so Kelvin, the last one, he was just this soulful dude with a guitar that one of my favorite things about that kind of gig is to see these like big old dudes with cowboy hats come in and just be like enamored by something that they wouldn't normally ever probably give a chance to.
It's hilarious that you say that, because then that flashes back to me at Bill's Records and the biggest beefy jacked up truck guy. Hey man, you got that new Erasure?
Yeah. You heard Chains of Love?
Yeah, right, dude. I'm like, yeah, dude, here you go, bud. It's all you.
Something for everybody.
Yeah, right. Well, let's throw to commercial while we are.
Which one are we doing first?
We are doing Max the Axe.
Hey.
Max the Axe. If you go to thispinklawyer.com, it will take you to Lone Star Injury Attorneys. That is right.
Hey.
But
he's a person too. He's not an axe.
Yeah,
we don't have just an axe we call Max. His nickname is Max the Axe. So don't get that confused. So you're not calling an axe.
I'm just letting Chad
You're calling a
know
person.
today.
So he's an injury attorney. He works out of California and Texas, and he gets you the maximum results for your injury needs. And you can call him anytime and just say, "Hey, Max the Axe, how you doing?"
There we go. Hey, and then your mom has a book, and then y'all are doing speaking engagements, which we will talk about after this, and see if Chad cries.
Phone call as a parent that your son has been hit by a car and is being life flighted.
2 hours before we got the call, Chad had called me to tell me it was the best day of his life. And then I get another call, and a stranger had found him, and they were care flighting him to a trauma unit, and that he would start praying for our family that we needed to hurry.
When you wake up on the operating table and they're like, "We're going to cut off both your legs," and then I wake up and then one's gone, the other one's in an external rod system, it's just not good. The real kicker is that I've had like all of these scars all over my arms, and that's all from complications resulting from drug abuse.
I never thought about giving up on him. Never. This is my son, and I know he's going to be okay. You cannot just have help for the addict. You have to seek out professional help. The whole family has been affected.
And I just want to make that very clear to anybody who's out there listening, that if I can do this thing as much as I've been through, man, there's a lot of wiggle room for people before they get to that point where they can do it too.
All right. How are you holding up, Chad?
Chad, you look a little sweaty.
I'm just a little teary-eyed.
Does that bring up the feelings?
What was that? Well, okay, so what was
somehow the tears got on my eyebrows, and my eyebrows are dripping. I'm so teary.
Also, your mom sounds like a firecracker.
She is.
She is. Well, I mean, it doesn't fall far from the tree.
Hell yeah.
So, except his mom is not on the spectrum like Chad.
Hey,
but no, okay. So
I like to draw good.
So, like, are you okay? Are you okay, buddy?
You okay?
Are you okay?
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I just had to wet my eyeballs.
But okay, so you guys, obviously that book is out. They can go to
twocalls.org.
Okay, but then y'all are also doing speaking engagements as well.
Yeah, man, and it's like it's not it's not for the faint of heart. Like the book isn't. There's a lot of stuff that happened, a lot of stuff in the story, but the main goal is to inspire people that it can be done, no matter how far down the scale you've gone.
And you were down that scale too.
Yeah, pretty far down the scale. If there was it's a pretty far scale. You know what I mean?
Wow, that was good.
But yeah, and it's also to inspire families to because they got to heal too, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right, brother.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
Well, and then we also, exciting news. Actually, we have a song that is coming out. It's going to be signed to Steve Aoki's label.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, we haven't signed the paperwork yet, but supposedly it's going to be slated for a July 30th release. But we have this one that is out on
Which one?
the Madonna.
Oh, hold on. Let me find the Madonna video.
I want to be where the sun warms the sky. When it's like for us, fiesta, you've been watching them go by. Beautiful faces, no cares in this world. We'll go like the boy and the boy. Loves a girl.
Then
Oh,
go
that's
back
the
in.
fade out you were talking about? Yeah, it fades out, Chad. It fades out.
Way to
Just
go.
fucking clip,
Way to
dude,
go,
at the end
Chad.
of it. Fuck you.
You just guillotined the end of
Dude,
that.
I didn't do that, dude. That's the video,
That was,
dude.
hey, everybody, that was Chad.
No, hey guys, smash that like button if you think it was Kelly,
If any-
and then smash the thumbs down if you think it was Chad. We'll see
There
how
is
many
going to
fucking
be
thumbs down we have.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Yeah, you fucking moron.
But yeah, so that is actually out streaming now, and then we have a bunch of other free downloads. If you go to soundcloud.com/Kelly Reverb, there's the all kinds of good stuff, and we're also
Yeah.
doing a Depeche Mode cover. So
There's a Depeche Mode coming, and it has a bunch of bleeps and bloops like the original songs
Which
do.
one?
It's called "It's Not Good."
It's
There's
Not
a
Good.
cover of that song coming.
And we also did
the
Nothing.
Madonna. Oh fuck, it's
we
so
did
good.
Nothing as well. Have
And
you
then
heard
we
that?
did.
Yeah.
We
You
are
know that
working
one?
on
No, so I
Nothing.
love
It's
Depeche
not
Mode.
done
That's why I was
yet.
asking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we also have a song, 2 more songs coming out very soon too. That
Yeah.
will feature some presidents talking, and then some people talking about the dark side as well.
There you go, because that makes complete sense to everybody.
Oh, they will
Thank you.
see.
All right, so we were talking Groovy Coop and then Record Store.
Yes.
And then Record Store expands. But like, where did you, I mean, obviously, you know, we all love music. So, I mean, where did that love, can you pinpoint where that came from? I mean, obviously we were talking about your love of David Byrne and Susanna Hoff, you know, because you are a fan of both.
So I was thinking about this actually on the way here in case you asked me about, you know, people that I like or were drawn. So I've always been drawn to people that are outside the box. A lot of androgynous people. So Bowie is up there, Lou Reed, and
Sure.
Laurie Anderson. I don't know if you're
Right.
familiar with her.
Oh, yeah.
But Kate Bush, she's not so much androgynous, but
Right.
very outside the box. All of these people.
At Bill's, we used to have a sign that said Kate's Bush. Of
course you
we'd
did.
we'd had to do that. Yeah.
Did you have it where you could take a picture behind it? Or
No, but that would be funny.
Right?
That'd
Like
be
one of
next
those
level.
cutouts?
Yeah. Right. Just a little.
everybody gets a merkin, dude.
I was gonna say a little cardboard merkin.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, it's Kate's Bush.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I've always been drawn to people or concepts like that. So
Right. Okay.
I don't know. My love for music is from you know, toddler age.
Right.
But the thing is, you listen to what you're exposed to. So most of my interesting exposure came from MTV.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
my parents were not, they were not, so this always blows my mind that people drive in the car and don't listen to music or listen to something.
Oh, yeah.
People that drive in dead silence.
Just silence. Yeah.
What's happening?
So
What's going on?
yeah, I get that, but it's at the same time, sometimes I will just drive in absolute silence because it's just like
Well,
a peace
okay,
that
look,
you feel.
I get it if you've done like a sound gig and your ears are just like
Well, yeah,
fucking,
and you
like,
literally
hammered.
you're making music a lot of the time and stuff like that. I'm sure you need a little
You
bit,
got
almost
a
like a palate cleanser.
Well,
Chad,
it's-
you got a little ear fatigue.
No, not this time.
You gotta clear it.
So, well, no, it's just like sometimes I'm just at peace And like, which is very, it's crazy to have that feeling nowadays. But after, X amount of time being sober, like I enjoy it when I am.
That's good.
So then I'll drive and I'll just listen to like the road and the engine and shit. And then ironically, that's when I get a lot of like musical ideas because my brain just never shuts up, dude.
Same.
And then I'll just hear like something in my head and I'm like, oh, okay, well, fuck. Now I got to go open my computer and do this because I got to get it out. Or I'll send Kelly. He'd be like, okay, well, fucking, I'm going to send you the voicemail and then record it. And we've done like 2 songs like that, I think, where we've fucking shot back ideas back and forth. But that happens
Chad's
when
just
I'm
making
silent.
stuff up now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, it's good. He's being honest. I can tell by his face he's being honest.
Yeah.
I can tell by his face
Yeah,
he's being
he's being-
stupid.
I can tell by
He's
your
talking
face you're
about his
being old.
feelings, Kelly. Don't
Chad has no feelings.
shame
Chad,
him.
Chad is an empty carcass.
That was honestly the most authentic thing I've ever heard Chad say.
which
And
was
it's
completely full of shit.
soft.
You're such a dick, dude. What the fuck? This is what I deal with, guys. Hit that like button if you want to get me out of this.
Right.
Kelly beats me. Kelly hurts me.
This is-
Kelly
That's
beats
right.
me.
It's a little
Kelly
toxic,
beats me.
guys.
All right. So,
But music is kind of how I tap in emotionally. Music is
a little spiritually, right?
It's very spiritual. It's
Yeah.
very cinematic. I shed the most tears to music. I cried on my way up here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Listening to what?
I do that too.
I had to do the pat down.
What were you listening to that
So,
did that?
so I have a playlist, and I encourage everyone not to be morbid,
Uh-huh.
but to create a death playlist. So in case something happens,
Okay.
you already have some stuff that's going to be played in your honor.
Okay.
Because the most terrifying thing to me would be somebody playing just like
Oh, yeah.
something just
Yeah,
that
yeah.
does not represent.
Play some fucking Skinner.
No, but you would have like
100% like
yeah.
Freebird playing at my fuck. that. They're like
yeah.
carrying me out.
or no,
like, no.
like some like Bon Jovi or something. that
Oh
would be
God!
horrible. Yeah.
Lay your hands on me.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
so fucking weird.
Right. Or Creed.
Bed of
With
roses.
arms wide open.
Yeah.
Pion.
Fucking Yellow
Yes,
Ledbetter,
please,
dude.
please
Now,
do
Yellow
not
Ledbetter,
play.
that could
Yellow
almost
Ledbetter.
be-
There's like no words in the whole song.
That
dude.
could be beautiful. That could maybe make it to my
Right.
playlist.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like, how is the fucking crowd gonna sing along? They're just, they're just be like, "Well, hero, hero."
They-
You know what I mean?
I want people to feel what, like what I feel.
Right.
So like when they listen to a song, they kind of know a part of me.
Right.
So the whole thing, there are.
Okay, so what was the playlist on the playlist that made you cry?
What was
let's
the playlist on the
see.
playlist?
Or
That's what
you
he
know
just said.
what I mean.
I listened to the River by Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
That one, but it's a special rendition of it with a chorale in the back.
Okay. Okay.
So it's actually pretty fucking weird because I don't know if you know anything about that song.
So are you kind of forward mourning your own death?
No,
then?
I listened to
what makes you cry from it? Just this.
It's cathartic.
Okay.
It's cathartic to me. I listened to True Love Waits by Radiohead.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to probably my favorite song, and this is a hard thing to say. Probably my favorite song of all time is Strangers by the Kinks.
Okay.
And that I listened to that on the way here.
I will have to listen to that. I do not know that.
I listened to some Bowie.
Okay.
I listened to. So I also have.
What is your favorite period of Bowie?
It's very broad.
Yeah?
It's very
Well,
broad.
I mean, some
So
people are
I have-
Stardust, and some
So
people
I have
are
Quicksand, so Hunky
Okay,
Dory.
okay.
So I have Quicksand on my death playlist, but I also have the Sue George version of Life on Mars on my death playlist from the Life Aquatic.
right.
So
You guys are fucking nerds.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
But I've got Flaming Lips on it. Yoshimi's like
Right.
my anthem.
Oklahoma
So
Boys.
I want people to.
I met his the I think either the bass player or the lead singer. I met his brother at
Really?
at somewhere in
met
Oklahoma
the-
when I was with Kelly. I'm not going to talk about where it was, but I met him.
it was at the
And it was
greatest
super cool.
hotel.
Yeah, the best hotel in the entire United world.
Because
The
of
embassy
the-
suites, because the pool.
No. But
Hold on,
what was it?
I'm pulling it up, guys. Because also I had stuff that like I had a song for each
Okay.
of my kids.
Ah, there we go.
So the Boxer
Yeah.
by Simon and Garfunkel. I used
Love
to
it.
sing that
Yeah.
to my oldest son to go to sleep every
Right.
night. So that's special. I have Golden
Yeah.
Slumbers for my daughter.
That'd be such a weird last name to have, Garfunkel, dude.
Garfunkel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's got some good stuff on it.
Right.
It's got
Well,
Donny,
can-
Donny
hold on.
Hathaway's on it.
Is this a public playlist that people can follow?
Yeah, you can come follow my.
Let's see how many follows we get to your
Okay,
playlist.
go follow my death playlist. I'll see if I can.
What
add
is
a
it
few
called?
things. Katie's death playlist. Katie's Death Playlist.
I am going to look that up, and that's on Spotify, right?
Yeah, it's
I'm
on
going to look that
Spotify.
up, and I'm going to actually give it a follow.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Katie's Death
It's
Playlist.
got the Smiths on it. It's got Leonard Cohen on it.
Dude, now it's public knowledge, so it's not
Yeah.
just going to be you listening to Katie's Death List.
And by the way, guys,
get to know me a little bit.
I feel like I should have to tell you this, but because I found out the exact reason why I like YouTube Music better than Spotify the other day is because Spotify caps the music at 16 kilohertz. So there's nothing above 16K that is audible whatsoever in their streaming because the quality is shittier. YouTube cuts it at 20. I think Tidal is like 22 or 24. So the quality is better on YouTube Music, and it's also louder. So I'm just saying, man, and you get YouTube Premium for free. So shout out YouTube. Hopefully you guys sponsor the show.
Okay, but if you want to see my playlist, you got to go to Spotify to see.
Yeah. But her playlist is on Spotify or
Sorry.
whatever.
That's right.
so-
I know. I love that Chad just like had to get that out. Dude.
Yeah,
Y'all,
Good job.
but there is something cathartic about having a playlist that's kind of something.
I
related to that,
do
because
like
you can listen to it and kind of like feel your feelings.
sure. Well, I'll do like a sleep playlist, or there
Yeah.
are certain songs that will trigger the waterworks for me, but
Yeah.
I do not call it Kelly's Death Playlist. But I do love that you do.
I got really sick with COVID, and I was in bed and couldn't do anything, so I made this play. Oh my God, why are you holding hands? I made the initial version. It only had like 12 songs on it, and
Right.
sent it to my friend. I was like, in case I don't come out of this,
You're
you're in charge of the music. You're in charge of the music at my funeral. So
Okay, so we have enough time to talk about the book.
the book,
right?
And so
Okay.
that's the person actually that I sent the death playlist to.
Ooh, okay, so
is my
that was
friend Megan.
nice.
So
Segue. Then.
yes, so Megan and I are both in sobriety. We've been friends for years. She's been sober longer than I have.
Okay.
And when I decided to get sober, she was just a really good ally and helped me, just somebody to talk
By the
to.
way, how did you get sober? Were you a stepper or were you just
No, we talked
on
about
your
this
own?
last time
yeah.
in the trauma dump
Yeah.
session. So no,
I don't have my notes with me.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta have
Sorry.
the notes. Cliff Notes version
Yeah.
is that we decided we were tired of it. I'd made a lot of just nothing good ever came out of it. I made a lot of bad life choices from it.
Right.
It makes me feel bad. I was not a good parent.
Yeah.
There was no reason to continue.
Right.
And so we made the choice. Andrew stopped with me
Right.
just to be a great support system. And
Shout out Andrew, man.
So-
What
oh
up,
my
air horn?
gosh. He is.
Yeah.
What a great partner.
He's
what a
dope,
great
dude.
partner. He is.
Even though he lied to me about 9 Inch Nails shirts.
He is the most calm, patient person, and to deal with me,
Right.
and deal with me through not sobriety, through some of my difficult times. He's a trooper.
Yeah, man.
So find somebody that holds you down and keeps you grounded. So that's Andrew for me, and we just decided to quit. It was not simple, and
Okay.
I think I told you last time, I did have a lot of withdrawal symptoms, and
Okay.
it wasn't easy.
And that was mainly ice or what? That was
no,
the withdrawal
No,
or
it's
alcohol.
No, it's alcohol.
Okay.
I quit doing any kind of like drug,
Right.
basically before I had my first kid.
Right. And now,
So-
and that's why we always advise on this show for everyone to try to do a medical detox if possible.
Yes, do a
Yeah.
medical detox if possible. I've been prescribed multiple times the pill to help you with your withdrawal symptoms. And
What is it called?
starts with an N.
Natrexol or
Yeah, it starts with-
something?
Naltrexone is a
Naltrexone.
craving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it just made me feel worse. So
Right.
that was me, and
Sure.
like he's saying, everybody's different.
Right.
Do what your doctor says to do.
Right.
But for
Unless
me,
it's an OB that's in that's
don't
in
listen to that guy.
Longview.
Fuck that guy.
Don't listen to
Fuck
that guy.
No, Longview. You have a place
I
in my
love
heart.
I love Longview.
Yeah,
You have
Longview
a
is
place
great.
in my heart. I had to
man.
get away from you. We had
Right.
a toxic relationship
Right.
as well. We needed to
So okay,
break
so
up.
then the book you wrote with your friend.
with my friend
Okay.
Megan.
Yeah.
So after year 2 of sobriety, we were talking about how we both wanted to start writing, and then having a storefront, I get to see what kind of books I can buy to sell to people. Right. I sell a lot of self-help books, but like not like downer ones. It's all like it's a very
Right.
uplifting place.
Okay.
But sobriety stuff, it's kind of downers, or it
Sure.
looks like a grandma made it. So it's like either like pillows or just shit like that
Right.
people my age or younger don't want to subscribe to.
Right.
And then the books,
Right. Yeah.
there's nothing really super uplifting or fun. And I'm not saying sobriety is fun, but a lot of times it's kind of framed that sobriety isn't fun. Like you're giving up.
Yeah.
You're
No,
giving
but
up
Chad
all
and
your
I
fun.
always
Sobriety's
say,
fucking
yeah.
dope, dude.
No, that we have like more fun in sobriety than we did. It's not like you're going to lose your edge or anything like that.
I gained a lot
It's
of
like,
edge
yeah,
with
dude.
sobriety.
Now I just now
Kelly Edge is hard as fuck now.
Now I just remember the shitty things I say.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm still an asshole.
A lot of times when you tell people, or it's happened to me when I've told people like I'm sober, they'll say I'm sorry.
Right.
Or I'm so sorry. What do you do anymore? Or whatever. I do
I
all
like-
kinds of stuff. I actually have energy and I can remember it.
Yeah.
And
I like when people but they give you their inventory when you go, I don't, somebody will offer me a drink.
Oh,
I go,
dude.
yeah, I'm sober. I go, yeah, I don't drink. And you go, oh, well, yeah, I don't really drink either. I just, just occasionally.
remember that? You
And I'm
remember when
and
we
I'm
went to Green Light?
I'm like, I don't care when you drink.
You
Yeah, I
remember
think
when we
people
went to
fe-
Green Light and then that guy had like an hour-long conversation with us at the
Oh, yeah.
table about...
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah. How
happens.
he was
People
like-
come up and start talking about how they want to quit drinking
Right.
when you're there and you're not drinking.
it's
Right.
their way to kind of relate to you. They
Yeah.
try to relate to the situation.
Sure.
It's okay. You don't have to relate to
Right.
it. It's something that we...
Stay the fuck out of my situation.
Next time you want to come talk to Kelly Reverb, shut the fuck
You
up.
gotta talk to the Hulkster first.
Oh man, no, but it's cool. It puts us in situations where we get to kind of be of
Okay,
service
so
or whatever.
what's the name of the book and where
Okay,
can
so-
you get it and
Well,
all that
that's
stuff?
that's the key. Is
Right.
we're still shopping it. So
Oh,
we have
okay.
been shopping it. It's also a semi niche market if you think about it. Uplifting kind of. So the inspiration behind it was. Did you guys ever read highlights? when you were
I
younger?
loved highlights.
I loved
that
highlights,
was
right?
the whole reason why you went to the doctor's office.
You
is
went
for
to the highlights table,
highlights,
right?
yeah.
And he's out there, goofus and gallant, whatever,
Right.
right? So I was like, what if we made a book that had incorporated some of that kind of like childlike stuff? Because there's a lot of things associated with healing your inner child
Right.
along with sobriety. Like
Right.
you deal with a lot of the stuff that kind of led you there along the way.
You do something sadistic, like make a maze with no out.
So that was actually one of our ideas. I think we had to scrap that one, but it was
Right.
like the path to sobriety, and the other, like some of them were like falling off edges, but like
Right.
but it does incorporate, but it's a series. So the first one is called The Sober Empath, and
Okay.
the whole concept is it's about archetypes that might struggle,
Mm-hmm.
or so empaths, we feel too much. So
Right.
I mean, you write what you know. So Megan and I are both empaths, and we take on people's emotions, and you get trauma dumped on all the time. And so guess what you do? You drink.
Right, yeah.
Because you feel too much. So for people that feel too much, it's kind of
Chad pays for a good trauma dump.
God damn, dude.
make sure you flush after your trauma dump.
I knew he was thinking
You
of something,
dumping?
dude. I could just see he backed up from the mic and started laughing like 2 minutes ago. Dude.
That's funny. But so the thing you need to do, talk to Chad's mom. She got a publisher.
So the first one is The Sober Empath, and it's really beautifully illustrated by my friend Claire Morales. You met Claire Morales. She performed at TMR out on the outside stage, but she's really cool, very creative, and it's really happy like images. So there's hearts and there's like fruit with faces, and it's just really poppy, and it would be eye catching to somebody and go, oh,
Right.
and even if you're just an empath, you get something out of it. Even if you're just thinking about, being sober, you'll get something out of it, because we have like meditation techniques and ways to shut down your mind and ways to set boundaries with people and things like that. Really positive thinking ways to deal with being an empath. So the next one would be The Sober Creative. Creatives, we tend to either, maybe drink or take things to deal with being overstimulated or to help stimulate to think of things. And so that's what the second one is to deal with.
Okay.
So the whole thing is a vibrant series of
Do you have anything for idiot creatives in sobriety like Kelly did?
Man, that was a good one, brother. Ow. That was good, dude.
I
That
guess
was
I need
really
to
good.
create the sober genius for you.
Oh, there you go. Sid.
Hell yeah, dude.
Take a chat. Take a chat.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, that was the word I was looking for earlier. The amenities.
I liked the amenities at the hotel. The pool was a little cold. I put my foot into it, but then I went up to my room to read my book because I don't get enough time to read my book. That's what this lady said that in the fucking elevator, and I was just like, the second she got out, I was like, I dipped my toe into the pool, but it was cold, so I went to, it was so great, dude. That was a new character.
But Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
I like the Embassy Suites Hotel in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
The redundant character.
Yeah, dude. Over enunciation.
That's hilarious. But so you are currently shopping this book.
We are.
Any nibbles?
We had
so to speak?
we've had nibbles. You know, I think it's just niche, and it's getting
Right.
people to think of sobriety as a positive,
Mm-hmm.
and to think about the younger generations too that are thinking
Right.
about it. I think they're going to be more drawn to the color.
So if anybody wants to get behind your book and actually publish it, can they just reach out to the store or what?
yeah, they can reach out to the Groovy Coop or Red Zeppelin Records.
One more
Okay.
time with the name tag right there. Red Zeppelin Records and
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, and then do you have anything like
You
exciting?
can shoot me a DM. You
you-
can shoot
there
me a
you go.
DM.
There we go.
Go on the Instagram and
Go
shoot
on
me
the
a DM.
go on the
The
IG and DM me. Yeah, that would be cool.
Slide on in.
Yeah. So then what else do you have going on like at the store, like cool coming up down the road, like kind of events like in the next month or so?
There's a show.
I'm about to go on vacation.
Oh, you are?
I'm about
Okay.
to go on vacation.
But you still
So-
have shows going on, right?
Yes. So just watch our Instagram. I think Molly, who takes a few minutes to get back to Chad,
Right.
is planning something.
Chad was airing his resentment earlier.
I don't have any.
We didn't talk about my attractive friends.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
your
about-
track. Yeah, okay.
I don't do it on purpose. We just hang.
Right. Well, Chad would like to meet all of them.
Chill,
Chad's
dude.
met most
They're
of
all
my
married,
friends. They're
dude.
married or lesbians or something.
Right.
There's something in the way of that.
Yeah, there's definitely a Kurt Cobain in this scenario. You know what I mean? Get it? Because that was a Nirvana. There's something in the way joke.
Yes.
That was
Okay.
that was a
that
deep
was-
one.
that was a
dude.
deep one,
That was a
too.
deep one.
There's also
yeah.
a Batman joke. Robert Pattinson did pretty good. Anyways.
All right. So, but you have a very attractive friends, and
I have
they
wonderful
follow
friends.
you all the time.
No, they just
Show up at the
show
store.
up at events. They're just wonderful, supportive. It's a wonderful, supportive group.
Right.
And they just happen to be eye-catching
Right.
and also soul-catching. They're lovely people to talk to. So really good people.
Cool.
And they are cuties.
Well, I would like to see pictures, so I can. No.
I'm sorry to my friends.
Can we see pictures of your friends? Do you have any pictures of their feet?
Oh, stop.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Stop.
Way to bring feet into this, dude. With a guy with 1 foot. You piece of shit.
Yeah.
The one thing
Way
I
to
didn't
rub
want to
it
think
in,
about today,
Kelly.
dude.
Way to go, Kelly! You made
Way to
me,
go, Kelly.
You reminded me that I had one leg, even though
You
I took,
piece of shit.
even though I took it off in the beginning of the episode. It's all your fault.
Oh, man.
Well, so any shout outs or anything you would like to give while you are here?
I mean, shout out to McKinney. Shout out to the queer community.
Okay.
We didn't really talk about that too much.
Well,
but-
I mean,
I don't want to. I
yeah.
don't want to ramble too much longer.
No, you're
but
good.
but that is a very important part of my life, and
Right.
Bringing just normalizing that we exist and
Right.
that we're are seen and accepted in North Texas.
Sure.
So the Groovy Coop is kind of the mecca for that.
I like that. That's
and
cool.
So yeah, just
You
shout out
celebrate
to them.
all just like
we celebrate everybody.
like we do on this show.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
So
And shout out to all your hot friends, dude. Hell yeah.
And my cute friends.
Hell yeah.
You know who you are.
that's right. That's right. Well, I appreciate
Yeah,
you
thank
coming
you.
on. Yeah, and then
Absolutely.
hopefully something has like next time you come on, you will actually have the book out. And
I would love
published.
that. I would love that.
That would be great.
Yeah, I'll give you my mom's number. You can talk to her about that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
What's her
She-
name? What's her name?
Sheila.
Sheila.
You've met her before.
Sheila.
Sheila.
That's the name of my Barbie head in the Groovy Coop.
Hell yeah, dude.
All
Sheila,
right.
Yeah.
Well, there
Well,
we
it
go.
sounds like it was meant to be, dude.
Meant to be. Yes.
All right. Well, Chadwick, always a pleasure.
It wasn't. It was her
Sometimes
pleasure
not
being with
really.
her, but
Yeah.
not you.
Exactly.
It was a great pleasure being with her. She's awesome.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
suck.
Can we get a close up of you saying that?
You, Kelly, suck.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, be sure to smash that like button, right, brother? Yeah. No.
What are
Nothing?
you talking about? You sound like an idiot right
like,
now.
subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Next week we have M2 The Rock and
Hell yeah.
his fiance Lee. They're both going to be here next week, so I'm excited about that. And then remember, kids, there is no magic pill for sobriety, because if there was, we would all take too many.